Students, welcome back to the online sessions of Seth Vidya Mandir Junior College, Information Technology 12 Science, represented by Mrs. Pramila Adia. So students, today we are going to study some more topics on chapter number 1, that is listing. In listing, we have ordered list, unordered list, then definition list, nested list and multi-level list. So these are the things we are going to study in this particular presentation. Let us move on. First thing, listing. See, when we talk about listing, what do you know by listing? Listing means you are making a list of things. For example, when you want to make certain list of things, what you do is either you put the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, or else you write A, B, C, D, or you just give the arrow marks. So such type of things, that is, you list the items with the help of numbering system or with the help of bulleted system. In MS Word also, you know, that is numbers and bullets. Bullets and numbering, we had studied the option. The same option you can see over here, that we call it as listing in the web page designing. Here in listing we have first one, ordered list, that is also called as numbered list, right? That is giving numbers to your list of items 1, 2, 3, 4 or A, B, C, or small Roman numbers or capital Roman numbers. So all these things are called as ordered list. Here ordered list is represented by the tag OL. Next one, after that comes the unordered list, which is also called as bulleted list. That tag, it is represented as UL tag, and here each item starts with the LI. Can you see this? LI? LI is called as listing tag. The list items are marked with bullets. Now the attributes, as I said, each and every tag has an attribute. So here the attributes you can see on the ordered list, the attributes of OL tag, that is type. Type is one of the name, that is which type you are putting. Either you are putting 1, 2, 3, or you are giving ABC, or you are giving small Roman numbers, right? So that you are specifying with the attribute type. The next attribute is called as reversed. Now this is something new in this particular topic, that is reversed. Reversed in the sense, that is reverse numbering if you want to do. We use this very rarely, but this is also one of the attribute which has come this time, that is about reversed. In HTML5 we have this particular attribute for OL tag, that is reversed, and then comes the next one attribute, that is start. That is, you are starting with a number, that is which type of number you are starting, that is given as start attribute. So these are the three attributes in the OL tag. Now come to the unordered list. In the unordered, that is bulleted list, we have the attributes, that is the name type. First thing, type. In the type, you have to specify which type of bullet you are using. Either you are using a circle, you are using a disc, or using a square. Bulleted list, right? We are talking about unordered list. Unordered list means here you are not using the numbers, you are using the bullets. That is, either you are using a circle, you are using a disc, or you are using a square. But now here students, there is one difference in HTML5. You cannot directly use the type like this. You can see in the example given over here, the style you have to use with the style tag, that is with the CSS. In HTML, regular HTML, we were using type is equal to square, type is equal to circle, right? Then you are getting that bulleted list. But here in HTML5 you have to use with the style tag. You can see the example given here, UL, that is the unordered list, style, which is equal to list dash style dash type, and then give your value as disc. So this is how you represent the attributes of UL tag. You have to use the UL tag in this way only in HTML5. Okay students, so let us move ahead with the next. Okay students, now we are moving ahead with the example of ordered list, OL tag. Now see why the examples are important, because the tags and the attributes of the tags cannot be studied without the help of the example. Now these examples you have to watch carefully and you have to practice these things without looking into your textbook. Now see here, in the ordered list, you can see on the left hand side how they have been used, right? That is, after the body tag, you can see the H3 tag is open and I am using the OL over here. You open the OL tag, that is the ordered list tag, right? And here you are giving the LI tag. LI means the listing. That is ordered list you have started and with the listing. What listing? That is basics of IT, HTML5, PostgreSQL. Then you can see the LI tag is also a pair tag, and that is why when I open with that first item, that is first sentence list, then that list, if I want to complete it, you have to close it immediately after that particular sentence. That item you have finished, that is first one, you have written that point. Now come to the second point, again open the LI, and then when that second point all the words or sentences are completed, then you close the LI tag. Similarly, the number of LIs will give you the number of ordered listing. That is how many numbers you have to put. That is the number of LI. After completing that, I am closing the OL tag. This is the basic thing which you have studied. You have already studied this in the 11th standard also about the OL tag. Now what is the advanced thing over here? That is written in the yellow thing. You can see in the yellow line, that is the H3 tag is used again. And here again you can see list of topics start with series 50. You can see the start attribute has been put over here, right? That means I want to start my listing with the number 50. So if I want that type of output in the OL tag, I am using the attribute as start. So OL start is equal to 50. When I give this tag states that the numbering will start with 50. And then you can see the number of LIs I have given over here. Again with the same thing, same items I have given over here. Close the LI tag, then close the OL tag. So for this particular series, I have this particular attribute, I have opened the OL tag and closed the OL tag. Now come to the next one, reverse order. If I want the program of our OL tag in the reverse order, that is numbering should be in the reverse order, then here this is the new topic which has been introduced over here in HTML5. So OL type reversed. You can see here there is no need to use any equal to over here. You have to just give OL type reversed. Reversed, R-E-V-E-R-S-E-D. Don't forget that. You have to give it in a proper manner, then only you will get it in the proper output. LI tag you are opening, you are giving the list of items, closing the OL tag, close the body and close the HTML tag. So now see all these three attributes I have clubbed into one particular example so that it will be very easy for you to refer. So here this is the output you can see. The first one list of topics, it is the regular OL tag which you are using, which you have studied in 11th standard. Now the second one you can see, that is the start attribute, start series with 50. You can see here 50, 51, 52. So this is start at 50. So the 50 will be there first. The numbering will start with 50. Next thing comes the reverse order. That is 3, 2, 1. Right? This is reverse numbering. You can see that 3, 2 and 1. So if I want such type of numbering system, so you have to type OL type reversed. Okay. So these are the things you have to take care while using the OL tag. So these are the three attributes which we have studied in the OL tag. Don't forget to study the attributes with the tag. Then only that topic is completed. Okay students, let us move ahead to the next topic now. Here we have come to the next topic of unordered list, which is also called as bulleted list. As I said over here earlier also, that here directly you cannot use the type attribute. To use the type attribute, you have to use the style tag, that is style CSS. So you see that CSS, how important it is. Here see in the yellow line it is written the style tag has been defined first. You know the CSS is always defined in the head section. That is after the title tag you can see the head, that is style tag is open over here. As I open the style tag, you can see style is equal to, see how it is written in the inverted commas. I have written list dash style dash type. You have to use a hyphen sign over here, correct? List dash style dash type, and then colon, double colon will come, and then comes the type. Either you want to use the square bullet, you want to use a circle, you want to use a disk, and then close the style tag immediately, because this is what I wanted in the CSS. That is what we have defined over here. Now where to use and how to use it, you can see here. After closing the head tag, open the body tag, and then you open the H3 tag. Here HTML unordered list. Here is how you put the UL tag. You are using the UL tag UL style, which is equal to list style dash style, and you are giving as the value square. Did you understand? The same style tag whatever you have used over here, the same thing you have to use over here, but with the help of UL tag. This is the unordered listing in HTML5. Now the listing comes, that is li tag is used. Close the UL tag. Now see in the blue color the H3 is given. This is the second type, correct? Here I have used the type as square. See here HTML5 does not support bullets, circle, square, value of type attribute. Instead use CSS type. This means that is directly UL type is equal to disk, or UL type is equal to circle, or UL type is equal to square. If you give, it will not support. That is what is written in this blue color line. Then open the UL tag. You can see here listing is given. See, this is by default, right? Understood? This UL tag which we have opened, this means by default if I want to use UL, so it will only take the dots. It will not take anything. No square, no circle, no disk. Okay. So let us see the example over here on the right hand side. See the example, the output. See the first one, as I want to use the bullets as square. Square shape bullets I want to use. So that is why you can see over here how it has come. Just because I have used the style tag over here with the CSS I have used. That is why it has come. And see the next one, here we are not using the CSS style. So you can see this is the default value of bullet. Understood that both differences, students, in this particular file in the UL tag. So this is how you have to use the UL tag with the CSS. Always remember, in UL tag you have to use the CSS. And normally if you use the UL tag, then you can see over here the next output. Here you can see down, that is, it is not taking the square shape. It is by default it is taking the bullets. So this is the difference in the UL tag. Let's move ahead with the next topic. After the listing of ordered and unordered list, we come to the next topic, that is called as the definition list. Definition list means what? That is, here you are using the tag of DL for definition list. That is, for example, if you are writing the heading, suppose list of items if you want to prepare. You are going to DMart, you want to prepare a list of items. So if you are preparing grocery items, so when you are typing this grocery and under that you are typing the items, so that grocery how will put, that is called as the definition list, right? That is the DL tag is used. DL tag is used to define the definition list. That is, when you open the definition list, you have to first use the DL tag. Next one, to create the list of items in definition list, we have again two tags, that is DT and DD, right? That is, DT tag means define the terms, right? If I want to define the terms, that is in the list of items, how I use the LI tag in the ordered and unordered list. Here instead of LI, we are using the DT and DD tag. DD means define the definition. Again, tag is used to define the terms, definition. Define definition and define the terms. So these are the two tags which we are using in the DL tag. So along with the DL tag, we have DT and DD tag. So let's move ahead with the example and the output of this, how you have to use the definition list. So here comes the example of definition list, that is the DL tag. Now here, after opening the body tag, the H3 tag, you can see the DL tag is opened over here. DL tag means the definition list you are preparing, and now comes the DT tag. Now DT, B means bold tag, web is written, that is the heading. Getting my point? And then afterwards you are giving the DT tag, closing the DT tag immediately, it is a pair tag again. Then comes the definition terms, that is DT. DT you have got it. Then comes the definitions, that is the part of the internet that contains website. Then the DT tag is closed. Again you can see again the DT tag is open. See, we are still under a DL, definition list only, right? Again you can see the HTML tag is given, HTML written over there. Then comes again DD. So how many times DT and DD you are using? First you have to use the DT, then DD, because this is the headings you are giving. Under the heading you are giving the sentence. See, I am giving the first heading, that is web over here, which is written there in the yellow one. Then comes the DD, that is under the web, you are giving under that heading of web, you are giving the sentence. The part of the internet that contains websites and web pages, that is the meaning of web. Second, I am using the HTML. Second heading is HTML, and that I am giving a markup language for creating web pages. That is, what does this HTML mean? Next comes CSS, technology to make HTML look better. Right? After completing all this DT and DD tag, what I am doing is, you are closing the DL tag. So this is exactly as how we have used the LI, listing tag, in the ordered and unordered list. Instead of ordered and in the listing tag, instead of using the listing tag in the definition list, we are using DT and DD. Defined terms and defined definitions. Correct? Now let us see the output, what you are giving over here. You can see in the H3 tag, example of HTML definition list. So you are defining the three terms, web, HTML, CSS. So here you can see web is that particular defined, that is that sentence, and then the definition of web, definition of HTML, definition of CSS. If I want such type of output, you have to use the definition list. So that means you have to, what you have understood in this particular slide, that is definition list. In definition list, you have to use the main two tags, that is DT and DD. Correct? Define terms and define the definition. Understood this thing, students? Look to each and everything properly. Right? Let us move ahead to the next slide. Next type of listing is called as nested list. Nested list is very important, because we are giving headings, then we are giving subheadings, then inside the subheadings again we have certain types of numbering or bullets and all. So that are called as nested list. Nested list means inside the list there is again a list. So that is list within another list, either ordered list or unordered list is called nested list. Inside the list you are giving either it is unordered list, and in that nested list we have to study again two types of listing, single level and multi-level list. Okay. So let us see with examples, definitions and output how this particular nested list can be used in our HTML file. Example of single level list. Here comes the example again, single level list. You can see here OL tag is opened. In that OL the similar LI tag I have given because it is ordered list. So you have to just give OL, LI tag. Two sentences have been typed over here, introduction to IT and introduction to SQL. These are the two headings we are using. Next comes the UL tag. UL tag, as I have said in HTML5, you have to use it with the CSS. So that is what it is given over here. Unordered list, in ordered list we are using the circles over here. And then in that I have given the listing tags again. Close the UL tag. Then again one more LI. That is after these two topics there is the third topic also given, that is PHP, and I am enclosing that also with the LI tag. Lastly I am closing the OL tag. So this is the best example of single level list. You can see this is nested list, but in that we are using the single level. This level is very important because after that you are going to the multi-level. So first understand what is single level. You can see over here I have used both the listing, that is ordered list also and unordered list also. Let us see the output. Here comes the output also, example of HTML nested list. This is the main heading. In that I am giving two topics, introduction to IT and introduction to SQL. What I want in SQL, see, in SQL you are giving the subheadings, definition of SQL, applications of query language, advantages of SQL, and then lastly comes the next topic, that is PHP. Did you understand, student? This is called single level nested list. That means inside the list I am giving again another list. The another list also I am taking UL over here. Just you can take OL also, no problem, with the small Roman numbers or with the type as there is 1, 2, 3, 4 or small Roman numbers, or ABC also you can take using the attributes of type. Here I have not used any attributes for OL, but yes, for UL I have used the attribute of circle. So this is how you get the output. See, it looks very simple, but you have to understand the sequence, how you are using the UL tag and the OL tag. Okay, so this is called as the single level list. You can try more options also in this if you want. In the introduction to IT also you can give certain listings, certain list also you can try that also, and in PHP also you can add some more topics in PHP also. Okay students, this is called as the single level list. Now let's move ahead to the multi. This is the example of multi-level list. Now see students, this is very important. It's a lengthy program. You can see over here, that is in the multi-level list. Again I have opened with the yellow tag, that is the UL tag. In yellow it has been opened. That is I have started with the unordered list. In that I have given the listing. See, I am not giving any type over here. That means it will take default value over here, UL tag, unordered list. Then I am not closing the unordered list. Can you see that? After that I have opened OL tag. In the unordered list only I have given ordered list. Ordered list will also come into 1, 2, 3, and then I am closing the OL tag over here because I got the listing. These are the 3 points or 3 topics I wanted in this ordered list. Next topic comes JavaScript. I have opened with the LI tag because that is the listing tag which we wanted. In that JavaScript I have given again UL tag. Can you see this? In brown color it is given UL style. That means again I am giving the UL tag with the CSS. That means I want a certain diagram over there, that is either a circle I want a disc, or I want a square over here. I want the UL tag to start with my circle, so that is why I am giving with the CSS over here. In that I am giving conditional structure. This conditional structure is one more topic in JavaScript only. So my main heading will be JavaScript. In the JavaScript I have conditional structure. Then again there is a square, that is again I am using the UL tag for the square. That means in the conditional structure I have if statement, if else statement and case statement. See, understand students? The first is only 2 topics, daily computing and web design. Then in that web design I have the topics, that is HTML5, hyperlink, inserting images. The next topic I have opened, that is JavaScript. In JavaScript I have the topic as conditional structure. In conditional structure what all things we are going to study? That is if statement, if else and case statement. We have studied this in JavaScript in 11th standard, so you will very well understand this. Conditional structures. Then comes the loop statement. This is one more feature in JavaScript, that is why I have not closed here UL tag. UL tag is over here. This UL which you can see, this is only for the conditional structures. UL tag is closed. Now in that same JavaScript, the next topic is loop statement, and then I'm closing the final UL tag. Then the yellow UL tag is already open, the starting one, so that again I'm closing over here in the end. So in the end, two UL tags will be closed, one for the brown one. You can see the brown UL tag which is open, that I've closed over here, and now the final UL tag which I've opened, yellow one, that is closed over here, and along with the body and HTML tag. Now come to the output. See, this is the example. As I said, the first in the H3 tag it is given what all topics of listing it is there. We have two topics, daily computing, web designing. You can see on the first, this is a single level multi-listing. Now comes in JavaScript, you are giving the conditional structure. Correct? JavaScript which I have opened, that is the OL tag, that is li, just start giving the li tag. Now you can see the first UL, as I have not given any type, it is taking default value. Can you see that? It is not a circle, it is not a disk, nothing, not square, because I have just opened with a UL tag. So UL tag just gives you this type of bullets over here. In that UL I have used the OL tag 1, 2, 3. This is the web designing topics. Next thing comes the JavaScript topics. In the JavaScript, the first topic I have taken conditional structure. Here I have given the CSS style, that is the UL tag I have used with the circle. I want the bullets style as circle, that is why I have used over here the CSS. After that, you can see that is the square. I have used again UL tag with a type square. So that is why again CSS have come with the type square. And lastly, you are giving the loop statement, right? This also is in your UL tag only. That is the circle one, you can see. That is why after that we have closed the UL tag. Understood, students? So this is called as multi-level list. So here we are completing with the listing topic. So you have seen all the different types of listing over here. Ordered list, unordered list, nested list, single level and multi-level. And also the definition list. So all these topics I have given one example each. What you have to do is practice this as much as you can. Now as in the 11th standard I had told you, we have the multiple choice questions. 60 marks will be all multiple choice in your main online paper. The main topic is HTML only. Maximum questions will come from HTML. That is why the first chapter, it is full of HTML only, and all the practicals will be based on this particular chapter. This is the best time you can sit in peace and you can study very well all these things. All the examples are given in front of you. So study this, understand each and every topic, try to do the programs without looking here. First understand and then practice it on your PC, laptop. But try these things, practice more and try to take out more things inside this. What all you can learn. Okay students, that's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.